Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel and episode 5 of this Rams franchise, which I am absolutely loving making. Here we are then, Super Bowl time, but not for us, not yet. We're still a few years off. We'll get there eventually and we will win, I promise you. Let's get in and have a look at the yearly awards. Were we able to get Emmanuel Wiggins Offensive Rookie of the Year? Starting off with the league MVP, obviously, Paddy Mahomes. Who else is going to be the best player in the league by country mile? Offensive Player of the Year goes to Kenneth Walker. I said it, that game we had against the Seahawks a few weeks back, he already had 20 touchdowns and like 1,100 yards. It was obviously going to be him. What a year Kenneth Walker had. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. Here we go then. Offensive Rookie, we want to see Emmanuel Wiggins at the top. And we do. Emmanuel Wiggins, Rookie of the Year, with a record of 3-4, but that doesn't matter. That is what we wanted to see. Now that should be him up to a superstar, thanks to him going up to star mid-season. We should have a superstar running back. What about Swanson? He comes third. Now, that injury that he sustained in the Seahawks game, that put him out for the rest of the season. So maybe if he didn't get injured, he would have been able to win. But coming third is not too bad. He had a decent rookie year. But of course, all the other awards, we don't have anyone there at all. We've got Wiggins coming 9th for best running back, which is not bad for a rookie. But we are some way off having anyone at the top of these awards. When we start winning and we actually get some decent players in, we will be at the top, but for now, not yet. Although we do have our rookie kicker coming at 7th best kicker in the NFC. Let's go in and then have a look at some of the stats on the year. So we'll start looking at our stats, then we'll look through the rest of the league just to see if we had any really good seasons from anyone. So Eddie Hyde, he was doing well, and I think if we let him continue to play from the bye onwards, he may have won Rookie of the Year. So changing out to Bennett was the correct decision there, but they're both, not that great. But overall, okay numbers for Eddie Hyde there. Emmanuel Wiggins going over 1,000 yards with 10 touchdowns. That's probably the reason why he won Rookie of the Year. That is very good numbers from behind an okay offensive line. But that is exactly what we wanted to see when we drafted him. Feel sorry for Gibson. We signed him thinking he was going to be our number one. But Wiggins, just too good. And turning out to be one of the premier running backs in the league. Maybe not just yet. In a couple of years he will be, but very good. Receiving wise, Jalen Waddle 806 yards with 4 touchdowns. Mecole Hardman nearly 804. Quez, remember he missed a few games, so only 583 with 2. Albert O 375 yards and 4. And Allen, the backup, with 4 touchdowns and 193 yards. Not very good. I imagine Jalen Waddle's probably lost his superstar because of that. It's not a particularly great season, but you can't really blame him considering he hasn't had the quarterbacks thrown to him that are good enough. So we'll have to see if he has lost his superstar, but I imagine he probably will have. Has anyone let in a lot of sacks? Tyrese Bates with 14 sacks allowed. That is a lot from our left tackle. No other offensive lineman had double digits. Our 6'8" monster. He needs to improve and needs to improve quickly. Defensive wise, another solid year for tackles by Ernest Jones, 141. Outstanding play there, but when you're on the field as much as he is, he's going to be needing to make a lot of tackles. TFLs, Josh Swanson leading away with 12 with 4.5 sacks. Larry Ogunjobi, 11 TFLs and 3.5 sacks. He had a good season as well. And then Jake Hummel with 7 and 1 sacks. I imagine no one got any more sacks than Swanson. No, they did not. Byron Young with 4. That is not bad, but we definitely need a lot more going forward. But as we get the players through who are better, the sacks number will increase. Interceptions wise, Jordan Fuller has a good year in strong safety with 3 ints. Ernest Jones pitching in with 2 interceptions as well, as it's just a very complete year for Ernest Jones there. He is a good player at middle linebacker. Other than that, Quinton Lake with 2, and then Campbell, Witherspoon and Hardy with 1 interceptions each. Let's have a quick look at the league in total and just see if we did have any outstanding seasons. Paddy was only quarterback over 5,000 yards with 42 touchdowns. Were there any more throwing? Of course there wasn't. No wonder he was league MVP. What a season. Lamar with 32, Burrow with 35 and Josh Allen with 39. Rushing wise, Saquon, most yards, nearly 1,800, very good year from him. Josh Jacobs, 1,627 and Bijan 1,575. Touchdowns, Kenneth Walker leading the way with 25 touchdowns. He feasted this year, and no wonder he won Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC. Receiving wise, any ridiculous numbers? Cooper Kupp still throwing up big numbers in the receiving game and touchdown game. 1,600 receiving yards, 20 touchdowns. But Rashee Rice absolutely thriving with Paddy Mahomes as his quarterback. 1,500 yards, 24 touchdowns. Incredible numbers there by Rashee Rice. Alan Lazard, liking being under Josh Allen, 19 touchdowns with just over 1,000 yards. Enjoying his time away from Green Bay. Any amazing numbers on the defense? Leading the way of tackles, Dre Greenlaw. Ernest Jones coming in 3rd. It'd be nice to have him potentially win tackles again. He probably would have gone up to superstar, but coming 3rd is not a bad achievement. And Caden Ellis coming in 2nd with 146 tackles. Leading the way, DeMarcus Lawrence, still got it even at his old age, 22 TFLs, with Jonathan Allen, Malik Collins and Aiden Hutchinson 20 apiece behind him. Sacks leader, Micah Parsons, 20.5. What a season that is for him. Fantastic pass rusher. And Von Miller turning back the clock, 19.5. Fantastic. Right, join me in a second when we look at if we're going to sign any players and keep them or let them go to free agency. Well, there are a couple of important players that we need to sign, and perhaps I should have done this early on, because Tyson Campbell, we're going to have one chance to sign him. If not, I'm just going to have to franchise tag him. We are not going to let Tyson Campbell walk out of here because he doesn't want to be here, and well, I don't blame him, it's a long way to go. So let's try give him a big offer. We're going to have to overpay him here because he doesn't want to be here, but hopefully a 95 million contract is going to help here. Come on, make offer. You want to be here, we're going to be good, I promise you. Perfect. Tyson Campbell is sticking around, but we had to overpay because unfortunately he wanted to leave. Ernest Jones, we do not want him to go anywhere, still a star. Make him a 5-year contract. Lucky middle linebackers don't have to pay too much, but hopefully this should be enough for him. And it is. Ernest Jones is sticking around. The only sort of one other person I want to stay, we'll go through the others. So Melvin was a free agent star, same with Anderson, they've lost theirs, and same as Wolves. They've all gone down to normal from star, superstar and star. Rob Havenstein, we've got the money, but there might be someone better on the free agency market, so I'll let him walk and maybe go to, I don't know. But he's old now, he wants money for a, I think the money can be better spent elsewhere, so we're going to let Rob Havenstein walk. The only other person of interest to sign was Joseph Noteboom, the right guard. It's a, it's a cheap contract. Even though he doesn't want to be here, I'm going to have to bump it up a little bit, but I won't have to pay too much to make him want to be here. That should be enough to keep him around for a year. Perfect. Let's get into actual free agency now and see who we can sign to improve this team. And just a quick note before we actually get into free agency, Jalen Waddle did lose a superstar depth trait. He is down to just a star. Wiggins did earn superstar for being offensive rookie of the year, so that is at least one bit of note. And Jordan Fuller lost his star down to a normal. So again, the defense is looking pretty bad, but the fact we are able to keep Tyson and keep Jones around is massive. Right, let's go look at some free agents. So of the people who were actually interested in coming to LA, I'm only interested in two of them. Mike Hughes, 78 normal, age 28 corner, but this is the guy I really want. Trevon Moehrig, a superstar strong safety, 78 overall, 26 years old. I really want him. We are top offer on both of them with a full 5 bar. Hopefully this can be enough. Can we get these two over the line? So Mike Hughes hasn't signed yet. We were able to get Moehrig, but can we get Mike Hughes? He's holding on for a better offer. Come on, we're the best fit for you. You know you want to be here. And we were able to sign both of them. Our secondary just improved a lot with these two signings. Perfect. Let's go. So, Combine and College Pro Day have been and gone. Now we do own pick 1 and pick 2 in the draft thanks to the Jags. So, we're not going to be taking a top quarterback because we know where we're going to be going for that. However, a couple of guys who I highlighted earlier, there are 3 quarterbacks which I'm going to be looking to take late on. Starting with probably the worst one of them all, George Alford. 21 years old, 6'2 scrambler, 210 pounds. Key skills or core attributes, they're okay. A, short accuracy, B, medium accuracy, B, deep accuracy, A, under pressure, and B, throw on the run. Plus B, break sack isn't too bad. He did run a 4.50 at college, at the Combine, and 4.46 at College Pro Day. Elite acceleration, elite change of direction, elite jumping, elite speed, great strength. However, only solid throw power. So don't get me wrong, this guy's a very good athlete, but the solid throw power, I'd maybe like a little bit higher, but he is a very good athlete. The next one was Junior Bronson, whose traits are a little bit better. A, accuracy, short accuracy. A, B, under pressure. B, medium, and B, deep accuracy. 21 years old, 6'1". Elite acceleration, elite jumping, elite speed. This time has great throw power with great change of direction. He was quicker than Alford, running a 4.41 at his College Pro Days, nearly breaking into the 4.3s. So not only is he a better athlete, he does have a much better throw power with great. So if I was to choose one of these two, it would be Junior Bronson. However, we do have someone a little quicker. Someone who I neglected the first time looking at these, and that is Zach Blake. 22 years old, 5'11", so a little bit shorter, 217 pounds. His key ratings are far worse though. D, deep accuracy, and that's bad considering our deep threat receivers. C, medium, B, short, and F, under pressure. He doesn't do well. However, he is the quickest. 4.35 40-yard dash at his College Pro Day with elite acceleration, great agility, elite change of direction, elite jumping, elite speed with good throw power. So whilst he is quicker and maybe a better athlete, I'm still probably leaning towards Junior Bronson because his core attributes are better. Going from D, deep accuracy, to B, deep accuracy, the under pressure for Blake was F, Bronson is a B, plus he does have the great throw power. So I'll be getting Junior Bronson up to 100% scouted because I'm probably going to be looked at taking him round 3. This is a guy I want because I just think he could be pretty good. I mean, the difference in the 40-yard dash, 5,000th of a second, is not that much. Junior Bronson's still going to have pretty good speed. So, and going forward, this guy might not even be the quarterback of the future. If he's not that good, we're still going to be looking to actually put all our scouting efforts into a better quarterback. But for now, for the next couple of years, he could do for us. So just because he's a better athlete, I'll probably prefer Bronson. But if we get both of these up to 100%, we'll see what their actual true talent is. Say, for example, George Alford's 1 to 2 and Junior Bronson's round 3 to 4 talent. I'm obviously going to go with a better person, which is George Alford. But we will see actually come draft who is going to be better. Other than that, we're not going to be looking to take anyone else. Running back, obviously we have our number one guy. There's no need to look at anyone else here. Fullback, obviously Marquise Jackson wasn't the guy I thought he was going to be. So we've got Stephen Hillman here, who does have the standout key ratings: A to C catching, A lead block, B to D pass block, A run block. He's a very good blocking tight end. You know, A to C impact, A to C run block finesse. However, his physicals leave a little bit to be desired as a blocking tight end. Only solid strength and not even the best at the combine for bench reps, but his pro day he did do better. So maybe a late round flyer on him, because as we all know, I love a fullback and he does fit the archetype. Blaine Cotton, another blocking tight end with A pass block, B run block, but he is far worse. How can you have poor strength as a blocking fullback? That just doesn't work. Wide receivers, we don't need to worry about it. We've got our 3 guys. We're set for the next few years. So it's nice not having to worry about a key position like wide receiver. Tight end, we are going to need one, and by far the best tight end, just looks wise, is Isaac Cousins. 21 years old, 6'3". He is the quickest. He's got great acceleration, elite agility, elite speed. You know, we want to be trying to take this guy. Whilst he might not be absolutely amazing, he's the best of this bunch, so we don't really want to let him fall through our fingers. So we'll quickly look at the cornerbacks, because there's something I want to bring up. So we know there are 3 top 5 guys. This is a very, very good cornerback class. I mean, at the minute we're probably going to be looking to take Zeke Foster just because he fits our scheme type of a man-to-man. So there's no point in taking someone like Chuck Gilliard. Obviously he looks incredible. A zone coverage, he's a zone guy, top 5, but I would prefer someone like Zeke Foster, who is a man-to-man guy. He's a scheme fit and he does have a man coverage. He's not a super athlete, you know, but elite acceleration is decent. But there are going to be a lot of quicker receivers and corners than him. But overall, he looks to be a very good option. And because he's only projected to around 1 to 2, I don't need to pick him earlier. I could trade back from pick 1 or pick 2 and get a bunch of picks and just pick him later on in round 1, which is something I'm definitely thinking about. But let's get back to where we were going. Manny Williamson. Obviously we have let Havenstein walk, and Manny Williamson looks very, very solid. A awareness, A impact block, A to C pass block, A to C run block. And again, he's just an athlete. Look at that. Great acceleration, great change of direction, great jumping, great speed, great strength, and elite agility. So I might take him with a number 1 pick, trade back a few spots for number 2, because if you remember, we were looking at right defensive end Sharif Averill, who was only around 1 to 2 projection and around 1 to 2 talent, but that has changed to around 1. So we want this guy. He cannot slip through our fingers, because we need more help rushing the passer, and he's going to do it. Now his combine doesn't look great, He's not the quickest, he's not the strongest. His agility and his speed aren't great, but we know the talent is there. We know he's a solid round one, so that's going to be like 73, 74. That is someone we desperately need on the defense. Going through all the others, without really like proper scouting interior offensive linemen, I don't really want to like gamble and take a pick. We've got our centre going forward, so maybe later on we'll look at someone like Trent Burbank, who has the potential to have 3 A's. He's got the athletic abilities to go with it, so he might be worth a little pick to have at our right guard, because we re-signed Joseph Noteboom, who we moved from left tackle to right guard, who is like a 74, and he's only there for another year, and obviously he's old, so someone like Trent Burbank is someone we're going to be looking at taking, because yeah, the actual depth for the right guard and left guard position in the draft isn't that great. Right tackle, there's no one really worth looking at. I've had a look at these before coming to you, and no one worth talking about really. Left defensive end, not anyone of particular outstanding talent here, but the only sort of one I'd really want to look at is Harbin McFarland, because he fits the scheme type. But he's only his run stopper. I'd really like that tackle to be A, and it is only a B. And yeah, he doesn't jump off the page at you, does he? Even though we do need a left defensive end. I might have to scout him to see what he looks like, but he's not particularly that great. Right defensive end, obviously we know we want Sharif Avril. DT. We have scouted a few guys, they're up to 75%, but none looking that good. Trust me, I've been through them, I've had a look. None of them have the A tackle except Jeremiah Meadows, and he's not even that great. I'd want him to have a bit more bench reps there. So, only great strength. Elite would have been awesome with like 40 bench reps. It's a overall solid athlete, running a 4.86 at over 300 pounds. We have some tough decisions to make, but say if we can trade back and get some more picks for this draft, it's going to allow us to bolster this team with some very good players. Obviously, we don't need anyone left outside linebacker because we have Swanson there. Middle linebacker, we could do someone to join with Ernest Jones. And the guy I was looking at is Pat Baker. So pass coverage, he's not a scheme fit, but he should be very close to being a scheme fit with Phil General. A zone coverage, and yeah, looks to be very good. Elite speed, elite agility, good acceleration. That's what you want in the middle of the field. Someone who can turn on a dime and get after the tight ends on or wide receivers on a drag route. So Pat Baker, we're definitely looking at taking him. Right outside linebacker, there's not too much there that we've really have focused on. There's a couple of decent looking guys like Daniel Newsom, A pass coverage with the A pursuit, 21 years old, 6'1", and you know, a solid athlete, probably a very good athlete actually, elite speed, elite jump, and elite change of direction. We can definitely improve the team a lot here. So I think the plan is to take Avril. No, I think the plan is to take that left tackle with the first pick, trade back with the second pick to get multiple picks in this draft, and try and build the team here, because there are a lot of good players who can definitely benefit us. Obviously, we've been through the cornerback room. 3 top 5 guys, a solid round 1 guys, and there's a little bit of at the back end, round 1 to 2 talent in day 3 for Avery Woody. We're going to definitely be wanting to take him and get a new slot corner. Free safeties, there are a couple of decent players. Obviously, we've signed Trevor Morig, who might play free safety because we've still got Jordan Fuller. Yes, Jordan Fuller lost his dev trait from star down to a normal, but with a good season, he'll be able to get it back. Plus, there's no one particularly that good here. Again, with the not scouting them fully, it's hard to see what their talent is going to be like. So We'll have to see. There might be someone who proper stands out, like Eddie Deist, 5'11", but £225. Big guy. What's your athletic ability like? They just the numbers stood out for me there. Might have to have a little bit of a closer look. See, someone like Cole Pleasance, he's a power moves, A hit power, A to C tackle, and a solid athlete. Well, I'll go through, try to get 100% on a couple of players, including them quarterbacks, kickers and punters, no one really worth looking at, and I'll have a think about what to do. I will see you at the draft. So I was going to take Manny Williamson, that left tackle, with the number 1 pick, but without fully scouting him, we've seen top tackles projected could be a 2nd to 3rd round talent, so we're not going to waste that on him. We are going to be accepting this trade package from the Vikings. We're going to trade back in the 1st round and gain 2 additional 1st rounders, 2 additional 2nd rounders, and a 3rd rounder. So another 2nd in this class, another 3rd in this class, which is exactly what I wanted. We're still going to hold the number 2 pick, but I think this is definitely the best pick to take. We don't want to waste it. We know we're taking number 2. We're going to take Sharif Avril number 2. So let's done. That is, we've got an absolute haul from the Vikings to trade back. Who do the Vikings go ahead and take? Imagine they're going to go for a quarterback. No, they go for Marquis Farr, left defensive end. I wasn't expecting that. But now we can go ahead and make our pick, which is Sharif Avril. We do not want to let him go. Reaching a little bit for him, but we know he's a solid round 1 guy, and we definitely need help on our defensive line. Welcome in Sharif Avril. Pops hidden as well. Sounds like a very good bit of business to trade back, get a load of picks, and get the guy we wanted. Boom. Let's move on to our next pick. I felt comfortable trading back to pick 25 with the Vikings because Zeke Foster, the top 5 talent man-to-man guy, was projected to go pick 32 to the Buffalo Bills, so I knew I could trade back. And because in the mock draft 5 is essentially the full list of how it's going to go in the draft, I knew I was be able to get Zeke Foster at pick 25, so get him in. Pops the hidden as well, 95 acceleration, 92 speed, 5'10". I would have liked him to have been 6 foot, but he is going to definitely help our secondary. Definitely looking like a good draft so far. On to our 3rd pick. The really good athletic freak Isaac Cousins is still here, available. The tight end, we need a new tight end 1, and this guy is going to step up to the plate with his elite speed, elite agility, great acceleration. Welcome in Isaac Cousins. 89 acceleration, 88 speed, 86 agility, 21 years old. This guy could be an absolute monster, and I'm very happy we've been able to secure him. So we need a new left defensive end, and this guy, DT Brian Potter, is the guy we're going to move, because both our archetype for left defensive end is run stopper, so Brian Potter should be able to slot over there. 302 pounds, 22 years old. Very good combine, good amount of bench reps, very good, very great speed. So a nice athlete. We're going to move him over to left defensive end, and hopefully he's not going to be too shabby. So welcome in Brian Potter. You are coming to LA dev trait and 89 strength. Beautiful. With our 3rd and last pick in the 2nd round, we're going to need to try and replace Rob Havenstein, and Demarius Barrett might be the guy. Very good athletic portfolio, elite change of direction, great agility, good speed, good acceleration, and great strength. Also a monster, 6'8", 21 years old, 321 pounds. Let's hope he's not too bad. He pops with the hidden as well. This is turning out to be a fantastic draft. Now we're going to move on and potentially draft a new quarterback. Instead of a quarterback, we're going to get another middle linebacker. We need someone to pair along with Ernest Jones, and who better than this very good athlete in Pat Baker with his elite agility and elite speed. So hopefully he doesn't turn out to be too bad. 22 years old, 6'1", A-zone coverage, with being a pass coverage archetype. He won't be too far off being a field general. Let's get him in. Our first normal, but doesn't matter. I reckon he might do enough to earn a dev trait throughout the season. Let's go. Unfortunately, both the quarterbacks we scouted, round 3 to 4 talents, have gone. Just leaves us this absolute freaky athletic quarterback left. He might be awful, but I'm just gambling on his athletic upside that he might be pretty good. So let's get him in. Zach Blake might only be off for 1 year, but let's see. 91 throw power, 92 speed, 90 acceleration. That's not bad. His rating might be quite low, but the speed and acceleration going to give us an edge, hopefully. With the first pick in round 4, well, the only pick in round 4, we're going to be taking Rashawn Hatcher. We need some depth at defensive tackle, and his elite strength with his 39 bench reps is going to do well, plus he fits the scheme as a run stopper. So let's get in Rashawn Hatcher. Pops to hidden with 95 strength. What an absolute monster. 21 years old, 342 pounds and 6'4". Nice pick there. Top of the round 5, Avery Woody is still here. The round 1 to 2 talent guy, slot corner. Yeah, let's not overthink about it. Just get him in. Boom. That'll do. Very, very good. So throw him in the slot. We'll know he's going to do some bits for us. We'll get him off that normal dev trait easily, hopefully. Here in round 6, we're going to be taking a flyer on this fullback. It's just the key ratings, the A run block, the A lead block. With being a blocking guy, I think he could be something pretty good. So let's get Stephen Hillman in. Hopefully his rating isn't too bad, we'll see very shortly, but that looks very good for athletic ratings wise. And with the final pick of the draft in round 6, we don't have a 7th rounder. I'm going to go for it again because I know it works. Dwayne Smith is a blocking tight end with elite strength and a run block. It's going to work. This guy's going to be awesome. He's going to pop with a hidden dev trait and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be like 72. Come on, Dwayne Smith. Probably not. We'll see. Have I wasted another pick on the final pick of the draft? Doesn't matter if I have, because the rest of the draft has been awesome. Let's get into these ratings. Like last time, and as usual, I've not looked at any of the ratings. I've just gone straight down to the bottom. So let's get into it. Dwayne Smith, are you better than a 58? No, you are a 57. I think I'm going to stop doing this. So the last 2 drafts picked a blocking tight end who was 58, and this one is a 57. I'm going to give up on that experiment, I think. Yeah, it's not working out. The blocking fullback, Hillman, what have you turned out to be? 76, there we go. It has worked on him. That's what I like to see. Shame he's not 21. He's a 23-year-old and he's only popped with a hidden, only popped with a normal, not a hidden. So he will do, but pick could have been better, let's say. Next up we had the slot corner Woody. 73, there's no way he should have been there, but people weren't aware of his talents, unlike us. So I'm very glad we've got him. He will fit very nicely in to our cornerback room. Hatcher, Rashawn Hatcher, 70 hidden. That is very nice. I know we have Bobby Brown the third starting at DT, but because Hatcher has the hidden, I might make him be our starting, as well because he's young as well. We'll have a look. That's what pre-season is about, in seeing who deserves their starting spot. Blake, the athletic quarterback, what's he turned out as? 68. So he's better than Hyde. Whilst not amazing, it's just the secondary attributes which should help him be good there. 92 speed, 90 acceleration, 92 change of direction, 87 agility. The 91 throw power isn't that bad either, but yeah, the deep accuracy and medium accuracy are very, very bad. I didn't want to take him, but I thought I'd give him a go. Just gamble on the athletic upside of him. Pat Baker, middle linebacker, 70 overall. That isn't too bad. I reckon with some good play, we can get him off that normal and up to a star at least in this first year. He should be very, very good. I knew he'd be very close to the field general archetype, and he won off. So we'll pump the skill points into that and improve him and make him a field general. But overall, that is a solid pick. Barrett, going to be our replacement for Havenstein. 72, not bad at all. I'm glad we didn't get Williamson. Obviously, Williamson could be like a 79 superstar, but we got a bunch of picks. We're able to improve the team massively and still get a hidden dev right tackle to replace Havenstein. 6'8", 320 pounds. This guy is an absolute monster, and I'm glad we got him in. Here we go, get into the top picks now. Potter! Insert Vernon Dudley gif there. Right, we're going to move him immediately to left defensive end because that is what we wanted him to be. So he was a 71 or 72, I can't remember exactly who it was, or 70. So moving to left defensive end, he will fit straight in there, and that makes him now 70. That's fine. So we'll make him a run stopper. That's what he is meant to be, and he will be very good. So we have a brand new defensive line, and I can't wait to see it in action. Cousins, the tight end, 73 with the hidden. He's going to be a very nice complement to our three speedy receivers. 6'3", 21 years old. Hopefully he's able to be a good dump off for our quite bad throwing quarterback. Isaac Cousins should be a good safety net for him. Our second pick was Zeke Foster, the top 5 talent cornerback. Comes out with a 79. That is very, very good. I'm happy with him. He's going to fit alongside Campbell very nicely. And our cornerback room has improved immensely with our 2 picks there, Zeke Foster and Woody being the slots. And then Avril, come on buddy, don't be too bad. With a rating of 75, that is fantastic. He is going to be an absolute monster on our defensive line, and we are going to be giving a lot more trouble to opposing quarterbacks. Right, let's get into see other selections in the draft, and then we'll end the episode because I just want to get into episode number 6 and play with this team. Well, not play with them, but see how they perform on the field. So, the quarterbacks traded up for Marquis Farr. He does pop with the hidden. Let's have a look, shall we? Is he going to be an X factor? They traded all the way up to 1. They wanted him. They'd done their scouting, and he turns out to be just a star. Okay, not even a superstar. A bit of a wasted pick there for the Vikings, but that's who they wanted. Who was the best player in the draft then? Kevin Simmons. Wow, round 3, and he was an 80 overall. We got the second best player in the draft, which was Zeke Foster, so I'm not too shabby about that, but I don't remember looking at Simmons. And the Texans were able to get him in round 3. He is a hidden. Is this going to be an X factor? Let's have a look. I don't remember seeing him being a top 5 guy on the draft screen, and he's just a star. Maybe I didn't have 100% on him. I'll have to go through and double check the tapes to see what his rating said he was, but the best guy in the class. So Williamson was the left tackle who were potentially going to be, or thought about taking at least. He does have a hidden. Come on, just don't be superstar. Just be a star, please, otherwise I'll feel a little bit annoyed. He's just a star. Okay, perfect. We made the correct decision in trading back for a bunch of picks to help out the team, and Williamson was just a star. I did see, however, we got our fullback there, Stephen Hillman, one of the best people in the class, and we were able to get him. Let's quickly have a look at these quarterbacks who were taken before I could get them. So George Alford comes out with a 71. He was a hidden. Oh god, I'm going to torture myself by checking this, aren't I? Just show me a star. Don't be superstar or an X Factor. Damn, he is a superstar. That hurts a little bit. And what about the other guy, Junior Bronson, who was also a 71, also a hidden? This is going to haunt me, isn't it? This is going to haunt me. Just a star, okay. So we missed out a little bit by not getting that superstar quarterback. Oh well though, that is the end of that. Let's get into the next episode and see what this team can do. Goodbye.